Howdy fellow cats and welcome back to another video. Today we're playing Phantom Forces once again. In today's video we are playing with 3 different viewer setups. I had enough credits to go ahead and get myself 3 full setups for this video. I've also found some setups for guns that I have played with, so it was easier to get the attachments ready and set up for this video using your guys' setups. And for those of you who do want to submit your own setups to me, towards the end I will let you guys know how to submit your own setups to me. To start off, we have a setup from ANAS or ANAS, I think, for their M16A3 setup without a idea behind the setup, which is probably just a no recoil setup. That's what I'm assuming here, considering the fact that it has 56 sight accuracy. So let's go ahead and get into it with the M16A3. It's been a while since I last played with the M16A3, but you know what? I'm pretty excited for it. I'm also glad that we're playing on this map of all maps because I'm quite fond of this map, to be honest. Howdy, how you doing with that KSG? It really doesn't have any recoil, but I think the M16A3 in general has very low recoil, so the fact that this has no recoil is also really fun to mess around and play with as well. I do remember that I think that they also said with this setup I could use a DCL-20 if I wanted to have absolutely zero recoil, but that costs a lot of credits, so instead I'm using the Delta sight, which is what they said to use instead of the DCL-20 if I don't have the DCL-20. But it's basically just another optic that is very big and heavy and will basically counteract a lot of the vertical recoil, so that's what the DCL-20 is. By the way, I forgot to mention what the setup actually is, but it's the Delta sight, muzzle brick, stubby grip, green laser, and default ammo. I don't think I have my own M16A3 setup, or at least if I do have one, it's on my spreadsheet in the description of this video, and I don't know what I actually have on the M16A3. I don't know how I would even build it at the moment as well. But I will say, from just the small amount of experience I've had with this M16A3 so far, it's very fun and solid to play with so far. That person was jumping like crazy, but so was I. Honestly, I'm really enjoying this M16A3 setup. This is a really good setup, ANAS. I think I'm saying that right, hopefully. I also gotta say, I don't know how much screen time each one of these setups is gonna get for today's video. It kind of comes down to how much I talk and use the gun and pop off with it, things like that, you know what I mean? Oh my lord, I'm doing pretty decent with the M16A3. My only problem with this setup is that it's a 32 damage, which means that it's a 4-shot kill and not a 3-shot. I would personally probably try to get hollow point on my own M16A3 setup just for that reason, or maybe another type of ammo type in general. Other than the M16A3's base damage being 32 damage, I really do think that this setup is pretty solid. But again, that's my one little pet peeve, my one little issue with the M16A3 is I don't like how it's a 4-shot kill and not a 3-shot. ANAS, I gotta give you a 10 out of 10 on this setup, other than the fact that I would probably change some stuff. Actually, you know what? Since I would probably change some stuff, I gotta lower it to a 9 out of 10. But you know what? 9 out of 10 is still pretty good in my opinion. It's a very, very solid, fun to use setup. I like it. Next on our list is Phoenix's AK-47. The note behind this was wanted to grind the AK-47 because the AK is one of my favorite guns. Disclaimer, this setup was already found, but it still is a nasty setup. So it's the AMT Terminator, Compensator, Vertical Grip, Green Laser, and Default. I have never played with something like this before, so this is going to be very interesting. I have played with the AK-47 for a tiny little bit because I do like the AK-47 as well myself, but I haven't actually grinded or got my own set for it either, I don't think, at least. It's been a long time since I've looked at the Phantom Forces part of my spreadsheet, but I plan on getting into making more Phantom Forces setups eventually. It's just right now I'm kind of not focused on that as much at the moment because if you guys saw my changes video, I gotta focus on a lot of other games at the moment in comparison to my first-person shooters. I think I'm not going to be good with this setup only because I'm not used to the AK-47's recoil and I'm not really used to the AMT Terminator all that much either. Regardless though, I will try my best. I also want to say now that you guys shouldn't take my ratings on these guns too seriously. This is just my opinion and I'm just going off of how I perform with them in the games I'm playing, so it's very biased pretty much about my opinions. Okay, now I'm starting to do decent with this. I was about to give this like a bad rating later on, but you know what? Now I'm doing kind of decent with it. I don't know. I don't think that I'm good with a setup like this, but I feel like this can be a good setup for somebody else, really. I think that's what it really is for me. I don't know how I just got that wall bang kill. I thought I was just firing randomly and it would just turn out to work. And of course a grenade kills me right there. Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest. I personally don't do good with this type of setup. It's not my favorite AK-47 setup. I would probably change it up a bit, but I can see how someone else would perform pretty solidly with this type of weapon. It might be the AMT Terminator, it might not be, it might be the setup as a whole, it might not be, I don't know. It could just be me as well entirely. I don't know. You see, that's the beauty of setups, right? Is that you just don't really know how a setup's going to perform with you until you kind of just test it out and try and have fun with it, honestly. This also feels like it's a lot more of a close quarter AK-47 setup as well. Like, I can't see this being a long-range AK-47 is what I'm trying to say. Anywho, Phoenix, that was a pretty okay setup, I would say. I would give it a 5 out of 10, only because it's like, I can do okay with it, but I can't do great with it sort of thing. It's okay. It's alright. Again, that might just be me. It might just be the game. I don't know. It could be a mix of everything, to be honest. And last but not least, we have Raining's MG3 KWS setup with a note saying low to no recoil MG3 setup. With this, they said to use the anti-aircraft irons, muzzle brake, potato grip full stock, and the default ammo. This is gonna be my first time using someone else's MG3 KWS setup and my first time using the anti-aircraft irons, so this is gonna be a very interesting time. It's been a while since I last used the MG3 KWS. The last time I used it, I believe it was actually during my video that I made for it. I forgot about how bad the ADS time on this thing is as well, though. It takes so long to just aim down sights. I don't think I know how to use the MG3 properly, to be honest. I don't think I have the playstyle to use this thing right now. I am surprisingly doing a lot better than I would have expected, though, with this. Why am I actually doing kind of decent with this? This is weird. Like, I would have thought I would have done better with the AK setup than I would have done with the MG3 setup, but I'm doing pretty good with the MG3 setup, actually. Oh my lord, I need to reload real fast. It takes me like one entire magazine to kill somebody sometimes, though, and then we reload for 5 years at least. I went and graduated 5 times before I was able to use the gun again because of how long the reload takes. It took me so long to reload the MG3 that I honestly, at this point, am eligible for a veteran's discount. How am I getting these kills right now? I'm genuinely surprised. Like, I'm astonished with how good the MG3 has been so far for me. I'm 15 and 8 right now, so I'm doing pretty dang good. What just happened? What is going on in this server? Why am I doing good with the MG3? Okay, you know what? I'm honestly really happy with this setup. I don't know how I'm popping off so hard with this gun at the moment, I'll be honest. What is going on, dude? How? I want to understand, but I just can't. I know that the MG3 has a crazy high fire rate as well, but I really should not be doing this good with this gun. This setup makes me want to go look back at my own MG3 setup and then do a comparison. I think I literally just needed some time to understand how to play with this weapon, and then now that I understand a bit better, I'm actually doing not that bad. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoy making these videos for you guys. If you guys want to see your own viewer setup or loadout used in one of my videos, go ahead and join the community Discord server in the description of this video, and when you get in there, go to welcome and rules text channel and react for the gaming role. Once you get that role, you're able to go ahead and get access to the loadout and suggestions text channel, and then you're going to be able to post all the information I need on your setup there. If you guys want to see more content like this one, you guys can leave a like or a comment down below. If you guys want to see more content from me in general, you guys can subscribe, and if you guys want to get notified before I do anything on this channel, you guys can hit the notification bell. Don't forget to check out my Roblox group and join the community Discord server in the description below, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!